Reading. It is June 14th, 2021. So I do apologize. I'm not doing my normal formats. My phone is up and down instead of side to side, and I've got this wibbly wobbly holder around my neck. But this is what we're dealing with right now, so make the best that we can. So I'm just going to go ahead really quick and start off. Okay, so today's the 14th. So today is 1 and 6, because that's what these numbers add up to be. 6 plus 1 is 7. Today's about personal growth and or make a decision. Decide. We need to decide. Okay? Make a decision. So, the first thing I wanted to do is, I'm going to write this on here. Make a decision. Okay. All right. Why does that look incorrect? Let me just fix this. Okay. All right. So I wrote decide and decision, and for some reason, they all look like they were spelt incorrectly, which I know that was spelt right. But did you ever do that where you write a word, like one day you write tarot, and you write T-A-R-O-T, and you're like, that's not right. Totally is. For some reason, my brain is like, that doesn't look right. Okay, so Leo, 5's going to represent you because that's your number. That's the house you're in. That's going to, whenever you see a 5, that's you in this reading. Okay, so what I got in prepping for this reading is that your reading is going to be all about a karmic message, okay? A massive karmic message is coming through. I'm already getting goosey goose. Look at goosey goosebumps. Okay, it's time to choose. Make a decision. Decide, Leo. It is time to decide. It's time to make that change. So I know I kind of sound like a Michael Jackson song right now. Gonna make that change. Anyway, moving on. But it's all about change. So right now you're kind of at the calm before the storm-ish. So this is the time to plan, to think. What do you want? What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? What are you going to be? It's all about deciding, are you going to, put your feet in concrete, stay where you're at, stay in kind of like a muddy water situation, move over to like kind of sand where it's sort of okay, but still temporary. What's going to happen? It's time to choose. So you've got 3 here too. 3, bringing in a creative aspect. So possibly creative project. If it's a creative project, start now. Start now. Okay? These are your numbers today, 5 and 7. Today's date with Leo, with fire sign, with sun, is 5 and 7. Okay, now you have a 7 and a 5 right here. Okay, so it's time to choose. The change is coming. Be a patient individual and focus on your creativity. That's your karmic message. When you take these numbers, add them up. 7 and 5 is 12 is 3. 5 and 5 is 10. Karma. Okay, 5 and 4 is 9. And then we have, you add up these numbers, 19, 20, 21, you have 22, okay? Now, you take this down to its smallest point, which is a 1. 9 and 1 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Karmic message, okay? So, and you break 7 and 5 down from 12 is 3. So there's your 3. Okay, now we understand the board. Let's put this to the side. We'll bring it back in if and when needed. For today's reading, I'm going to be using the Elemental Tarot. It's actually the Elemental Power Tarot, to be specific. Melinda Lee Holm. See, another Melinda. You gotta love a deck by someone named Melinda. This is going to be the first time I'm using this deck in a reading, so you're going to have to give me a minute because I'm just getting used to using these cards, because I'm not used to using the cards, I guess is what I should say. Then I just purchased this from a private seller who was so sweet and so nice. Thank you so much, sweetie, for sending this to me so quickly. She sent a really cute thank you card and sent a crystal, which I didn't ask or pay for, which was the nicest thing. And I sent her a message and told her, thank you so much. I really needed something nice to happen to me this week, and I've had several good things. See, you ask the universe and you will receive. I had a really good friend call me, and we had a lovely, really long chat and an excellent read. And, she sent me this amazing gift, and her family are already a gift to me, but, what can I say? I just am so blessed right now. Okay, so this is my new oracle. I used this for a reading last night, and it was magical. Love it. Okay, so excited about that. I'm not going to be starting out with my numerology like I normally do. I'm trying something a little bit different, and a lot of people were kind of like, yeah, I'm not really sure about the whole numerology thing. So I use it a lot more in my meditation and figuring out what your readings are going to be. So maybe you don't need to know every little aspect of what I need to know. I can just run you through it. Okay, so these are the backs. These are the Elemental Power Tarot. Why can't I say that? Elemental Power Tarot. I can't. I just have to talk slower. So I do like the box. I wish the book was a little bit bigger, so that would mean a bigger box. But at least it's a magnetic box. I like the art in the cards. I just don't like the cardstock. It feels very much like just hard paper. So, but it's a cheap deck, so you can't ask a lot for a cheap deck. I'd much rather pay more, like I always say, for a better quality cardstock and also for edging. I'll pay more, people. Started thinking I should just buy tarot decks and make these incredible boxes and somehow figure out how to do the metallic edging and edge them all myself and then resell them. I think people would probably buy them. I don't know. Comment below. Let me know. Would you? Would you buy it? Would you not buy it? Would you rather just have a cheap deck? Would you pay more for a fancy deck? What are your thoughts? Am I the only bougie one here? I don't know. So if you guys are familiar with how I read, you guys, okay, I know everyone on the internet says you guys, and it makes me crazy when other people say it. I don't want to be that person. There's one person watching right now, it's you. So I don't know why I'm going to refer to you as more than a singular. It should be, or it should be singular, not plural. That's what I meant to say. You know what? I just can't talk today. Just cannot put words together. I know it's Corona, and everyone else says COVID. I'm like, what happened to Corona? Where'd that go? Was there some sort of a vote that I missed out on? I don't know. But only the cards that pop up are the only ones I pull. That's how I work that. It's kind of like a key in a lock, when it pushes up the tumblers and it unlocks the door. The cards that are pushed up unlocks the message. So, and I'm going to keep the bottom deck for later in case we need to refer back. These are the cards that were sticking out. Some very little, some more than others, but wanted out nonetheless. Whew, okay. So starting off strong. And I'm going to need my glasses to be able to see. So we have the Two of Wands. Are you guys going to bark through this whole thing, or what are we doing? I got my littles back here behind me, and sometimes they just want to be a part of things. Okay, so you have the Two of Wands. I'm seeing, okay, so remember when I talked about time to choose, creative project, start it now. The time is now. So the Two of Wands represents future planning. It's time to start planning. It is time to start planning. Oh, look, Leo, you showed up to your reading. Hi, Leo. How are you? Look how cute you are. Oh, go. So I'm glad you showed up to your reading, Leo. Good for you. Strength, strong, Leo. And then we have the Four of Cups. 4, perseverance. And this reminds me of like a portal going from one thing into the next. The 4 of Cups. So, not so much bored or dissatisfied or jealous. I think this is where you're just ready for the next phase. You know? You're ready for the next phase. You're feeling very much unappreciated. I can't talk. Okay, let me just explain something. Ever since I got COVID, I've been sick for well over a year and a half. And I have what they call long-term symptoms because I was, had no immune system to start. I had asthma, bad lungs, scarring in my lungs, lots of stuff going on. An autoimmune system. They're chipping away at all my organs as it is. So I had pre-existing. So it really hit me hard. So right now I pretty much can't really walk. I don't have a lot of physical movement, excruciating pain. One of the weird things though is I still can't taste or smell fully. I'm only at about like a 30%. But also my tongue swelled and never went back down. So it's almost like my tongue is too big for my mouth. And sometimes it'll swell more, but it's weird. It's just like I don't know. It's hard to explain. This COVID thing's just been really weird. It's affected my eyesight, my hearing, my skin. Oh, it's been something. Okay. Okay, you're okay. So what you're feeling here is this need to move through the portal into the next phase. Leos, it's weird. Leos don't like change, but need things to change to stay. It's like water. It needs to keep moving or it gets stagnant. But at the same time, change is very hard for Leos. So we don't mind like traveling the same path, like the water can trickle from the top of the mountain, down the stream, to the river, and then, back up in, to the atmosphere, and then back into rain back down on the mountains into snow, and then melt, and then back down the stream, that kind of thing. Like change, but a repetitive change, so it's kind of familiar. Completely new change is very hard for Leos. But now this portal is like a completely new, going from one thing into something completely different. So that's what you're struggling with right now. Very much struggling with that. Okay. So now we have the 6 of Wands. Well, progress. So that's really good. Making progress. So see, the victory will be achieved. This is action. So 6 is love in action. So this is a good thing. So this means whatever's going to happen, you're going to succeed. So don't fear. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to be okay. All right, next, what do we have? Is this the King, Queen of Swords? See, I'm going to say it's a king. And I'm going to trust my instincts, but because this is for you, not me, I want to make sure I don't give you an incorrect read. So I'm going to double down here, and I'm going to check and just make sure. Must be in the back. Swords. Page. Knight. King. Yes. See? See, Leo? See, you got to trust your instincts. Like I said, since this is for you, not me, I just wanted to make sure. So we have the King of Swords. So being in complete control of our thoughts. Being in complete control of what we think. Not letting others convince us, sway us, persuade us. King of the jungle. King of our thoughts. Okay? Now, next we have, I'm going to move these down here. All right, what do we have next? We have the 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 of Wands. Taking action. Taking control. Yeah. Under strength, look at that. Taking action. Taking control. 8. Manifest it. Manifest it. The Page. The Page of Coins. This is a karmic message. This is the karmic message, and it's domestic, home, or work. So again, having to do with that project. Karmic message coming through. Okay? And see, this one right here, karmic message coming through. It's time to move through this portal. It's time to stop feeling dissatisfied and envious of it. It's time for you to shine, Leo. It's your time to shine. For sure, for sure. Okay, next we have 8 of Swords. Yeah, I figured this one would show up. Okay, the 8 of Swords is self-imprisonment. So, Leo, you know for a fact, for a while, you have been self-imprisoned. One thing Leos are very well known for is self-imprisonment. We sacrifice ourselves for others. The lion will die to protect its pride. Okay? The lion will go down to protect its pride. The lion will risk its life to be able to, take down the kill to feed itself, to protect itself. So that's the situation. The self-imprisonment, doing what you are doing for the benefit of others. So you can walk away at any time, but the others will suffer. And so you stay and sacrifice of yourself for them. But see, the problem is, nobody appreciates it. No one's appreciating that, Leo. So since they're not appreciating it, it's kind of time to just take back control, manifest it, take action. Karmic message coming through. Okay? And this card right here, succeed. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 cards. So this is what needs to manifest. This is it. This is what needs to manifest. 4 and 4. Perseverance upon perseverance. 4 and 4, 44. That's environment. This is what's going on in the environment. This is what's going on around you. Okay? Persevering through what's going on around you, and this is what's happening. Leo, tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead, comment below. Tell me I'm wrong, because I'm not wrong. I'm 100% right. And you know I'm 100% right. And even though this is a general read, I've nailed it on the head, because here's the weird thing. Even though we're all different, we're all the same, because we're all Leos. I'm a Leo, you're a Leo. And this is the time frame that we're in. Leos, this is what's going on with all Leos, because we're all sort of one and the same in a weird way. It's happening to us all in different ways, in different phases, at different times, but yet the same and all at once. Does that make sense to anyone? It should. All right, let me look at the bottom of the deck just to see where we are. Does this have anything to do with the read? Let's check. 10, 12. Well, 12, that is the combination of Leo today. The Hanged Man, see? Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Karma changing. Karma changing. You've been patient, but it's time to stop being patient. It's time to choose. It's time to figure out what's happening. Okay? Oh, see? Again with this portal. So we have the King. Wait, do we have the King? No, this is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, again, needing to take control of our mind and our emotions. Take control of our mind and emotions, Leo. And this is the Queen, so the King and the Queen. The King of the Jungle. So the King being the protector, the guardian, the Queen being the nurturer. And, you know, this is the thing. This is, okay, we've got the King and the Queen. Taking full control of everything. Work, home, the decisions, the whole thing. The whole thing. Karma changing. Okay? The past is the past. It's dead, it's buried. It's time to move on. It's time to move forward. Judgment days come. It's time to make those decisions. There's your change. There's your 5. Okay, see the portal? See all the change moving through there? The 5 of Cups. So it's time to stop focusing on what's not there and focusing on what is. It's time for change. So, yeah. So that leaves us with what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 cards. 13 cards in total. There's your karmic message, Leo. 13 cards in total. Okay. Let's bring in our oracle. You guys, say I'm doing it again. Leo, my darling, precious, you're going to love this new deck. Isis Oracle. By the way, if you're interested, I bought this one from a private seller. It was like less than $15, including shipping and tax. This one was about the same from Amazon, and brand new from Amazon, about $15 or so. If you're interested and you want to purchase it, I highly recommend it. And this is a suction box, and this is a magnetic box. And look at these cards. This card stock is amazing. The artwork is incredible. It isn't edged, unfortunately. If this was in metallic gold, drop dead gorge. It'd be just phenomenal. But the art is, it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. All right, Leo, let's see what we have going on. And is it just me, or are all of us Leos really drawn to the Egyptian stuff? You know, the ancient aliens, the Egyptian, You know, there's just something about something bigger and the old, you know, like ancient stuff that we're drawn to. Or is that just me? I really hope you guys comment below, because I'm dying to hear other people's stuff. See what I'm talking about? When I pull the cards, where there's that little space, and I'm like, oh yeah, that card's sticking up, that card wants out. And then when I disturb the deck, I put it back, and I'm like, oh, was I supposed to pull that card? And I didn't, so I go back, and then I pull it out. See? Something wants out. If it wants out, it gets to come out. See? It went away. That's what I do. It's weird, but I do. Okay. Now remember, I just got this deck. The first time I used it was yesterday, so I'm still learning. Knot of Isis. Energetic stabilization with the buckle of the beloved. Huh. Knot of Isis. Interesting. Energetic stabilization with the buckle of the beloved. Well, there's only one thing I could do here, and that is to find out exactly. I don't know what the buckle is. Knot of Isis. So I'm going to have to look this one up. I haven't had a chance to read through this whole book yet. So, very tiny, tiny writing. Knot of Isis. Why am I not seeing that anywhere? Oh, there it is. 88. Okay. 88. Ooh, 88. That's abundance. Okay, let's see what this has to say. I'm going to let you guys, instead of reading the whole thing, this is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to bore you. I'm going to hold this up. I want you to go ahead and pause. You could read the whole thing. Okay? And I want you to pause. You could read the whole thing. And again. And there's a lot of information that this gives. Okay, see, that way you guys can get the full gist of what's going on with this card. I'm going to give you the basic principle of this. This cradle is a symbol for the knot of Isis, and you are held. Stay with the feeling of this for as long as necessary. Then say in all ways, I am held and safe. And as you grow strong and take your place in the spiritual destiny, and you start to benefit from all of humanity, the knot of Isis supports you in love and light, and of your free will. When you are ready, just open your eyes. What this card is saying is that you are protected, looked over, do the right things, and you will be taken care of. Be morally sound, be honest, be true, and you will be looked after and you will be protected. Always stay within the light and the high frequency. Okay? That's very important. So energetic stabilization. So that's a really good thing. It's almost kind of like guardian angel sort of thing here. That's really cool. All right. Next, we have the Lunar Queen. She of the celestial crescent. The crescent moon queen. Oh, love it. So keep an eye out for that crescent moon. The dark mysteries. Enter the chamber of the dark goddess. Go within yourself. Go within yourself. Really dive deep. What is it that you want? What is it that you need? And it's time to start manifesting it and making that happen. Temple of the Carnelian. This is weird because I got both these cards in a reading last night. Entering the fierce... Hold on, I need my glasses. Can't read without my glasses. Entering the fierce belly of Sekhmet. That's right here. Obviously. Shh. You're okay. We have outside noises. Miracle of Isis. Come on, really? Miraculous healing of the goddess. Look at the art. Look at what's going on here. I'm always so intrigued with the art that comes from ancient structures, because there's always green and blue-skinned beings and winged beings, and I'm just like, okay, they carved these and made such an effort to make sure that, you know, people knew they existed. I just want to know more about that. Fascinated. Miraculous healing. So there you go, Leo. Miraculous healing. Time to heal. Time to move on to new and better things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the change. Sorry, my neighbor is revving his motorcycle like he does constantly for no reason. He just takes it out, starts it up, revs it up for hours sometimes, and then puts it back in the garage. Doesn't drive it anywhere, just likes the noise, and my dogs go crazy. It's very fun. All right. So here we go. So now we have 13, right? The karmic message, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So what is the beginning of what's starting to manifest? 8 and 1 is 9. So once this is all manifested, then your karmic message is complete, because 9 is complete. And when you get to 9, then that's the end. And then what comes next that's when the karma kicks in. Okay. Well, since my dogs are not going to stop barking and the motorcycle's not going to stop revving, I think it's time we call it a day on that reading. Leo, thank you so